What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another edition of Ulon.Life. My name is Eson. I'm your host. I have my co-host in the house with me tonight, Justice X. What's up, Justice, man? How was your week, fam? You know what I'm saying? And our special guest is Azazla Zatanica.
How you doing?
Hey, Queen. How you doing?
I'm
All right.
good.
So y'all just hold tight, you know what I'm saying? We got a good show tonight. So we're gonna dive right on into it. You know what I'm saying? I got my boy Omari in the back, and my boy Mike. So tonight's theme, you know what I'm saying? I gotta bear with this, like everything going on. Tonight's theme is, do women have to, I guess you could say, be provocative in order to get across in mainstream or even in the music industry? Do they have to appear, in a way where they have to reveal stuff? Do they have to be more provocative with their dress attire or how they act or how they talk? Correct? You know what I'm saying? So I want you guys to call in 312-738-1060 if you got anything to say on our lives. Feel free to, you know what I'm saying, chime on in if you got any questions. Alrighty, so it's Azazla. Yes. So, Queen, I've been following you for a long time, and I noticed that you are definitely on the move with all the things that you're doing right now. Can you tell me, how did you really start? How did you get into it?
I was in a all-boy group,
Mm-hmm.
like a rap group.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm from the west side of Chicago.
Okay.
Shout out to my block 14, the Spartans.
All right. That's what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm saying? And, but I was in an all-rap group with some guys. And,
okay.
Like, I've been inspired by music since I was a little girl. Because my mom and father always played different type of music. So it's just, it's just in my blood.
Okay.
Pretty much. So, but how I really got started was, just visiting the studio one day and just seeing a whole bunch of people who couldn't really rap.
Right. Why you say they couldn't rap? Why would you say that?
It was some people in there, they rhymes wasn't rhyming. And I'm like, oh, what's that? That ain't right. So,
right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I can do this. But I was only 14 at the time.
Right.
But I just, gave it a try, and shit, it was good.
Mm-hmm. Be careful the cursing, no cursing.
No,
all
sorry about that.
Right. And so when that happened, what did you do from there? Like, how did it really come across that you felt like you got into the business? Was there somebody that you saw? Was there a producer? Was it connect? Like, how did you get into the business?
It was actually a producer who was struggling at the time. He had just got out of jail.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking to some people from Atlanta, and they had said that Grand Hustle was looking for different producers. So I connected him with a guy at the time named Prophet in Atlanta who was signed to Lil Jon's label, BME.
Right.
And then, he laughed at the situation. He didn't believe it. So when we connected it with this guy named Time, who was connected to T.I., we ended up taking our trip to Atlanta. But before we did that, I worked with an older lady named Ava Cherry, who is David Bowie or Bowie. What's his name? David Bowie. He's like an old rock singer.
Oh, David Bowie.
It was his ex-girlfriend, and she was she was his Luther Vandross's ex. Luther Vandross's backup singer. So I did a record with her, and then that morning at 5 o'clock we went out to Atlanta, and from that point on I just started making connections with everybody.
Awesome. So do you remember your first record? Like, what really got you into it? Like, what was your first album or first record that put you on?
Man, it was a typical record that has everything to do with this title called Beat It Up.
Okay.
Sadness.
Right.
So, but I mean, it was bumping. You know what I'm saying? Sex sells. So.
Okay.
You know how that go. But it had got bit off from multiple artists.
Okay.
A lot of my lyrics.
So at the time when you was coming up, because I know your career been jumping. How did you get connect on Power 92? Because I know you're on a lot of stations. I know you're doing your thing. Like, how did you start really getting your stuff out there? As an artist.
Well, rest in peace to Big Pat.
Right.
My label.
R.I.P. Pat.
My label, true. My label was telling me like, okay, well, you need your home. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You need this, you need that.
Right.
So when I went to reach out to Big Pat, because me and Big Pat used to talk all the time. Right. But I've been traveling. I've been in Vegas, Cali, whatever, and and I have a family to take care of by myself.
Exactly.
Because I'm single, y'all. So,
all right.
and then I reached out for Big Pat, and I seen Shondell inbox me.
Shondell, right. My boy Shondell. What's up, Shondell? Power 92, baby. It's all
And when
good.
he inboxed me, I noticed that he had a post saying "Rest in peace, Big Pat." So I reached out to him like, "Well, what's this? What's going on?" You know, like, that's the only DJ really in Chicago that would support me the way he was. And he like, let's meet up, let's talk. And from that point on, Shondell, the real one, like, he connected with me. I connected him with my label, and it was history from there.
Okay, that's what's up. So, what are some of your influences in this rap game? Because I know right now you off the chain. You doing your thing. You doing shows. I done seen a lot of your shows. You out here. You really kicking it hard. So, what are some of your influences?
I would say Dave East, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar. I was on a tour with Method Man, y'all, too. So Method Man has
shout out to Method Man, Wu-Tang, baby.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: what would you? And it's very ironic you say that, because I know your style's a little bit different than that. What makes you like? Because those are lyricists.
Yeah.
You name Kendrick Lamar.
Yes.
Those type of boys, J. Cole. So what? Those are lyricists. What type of? How are those influencing you?
Cause I'm very lyrical, but what I'm very like erotic lyrical. I do a lot, so I listen to also like I call it Man 6 Black. I think it's black. It got a 6 in front of his name.
Right.
Him and Janae Aiko. So it's like a mixture. So if you listen to my music, you'll hear a mixture of that flow. And so that's huge influences on me.
Okay. And so right now, what are your projects you working on? I mean, like, so tell the people, what's going on. You know what I'm saying? What you working on now?
Right now, I am working on a whole new project. Shout out to my label, Monster Squad, and / Hit Squad, who is also with Rock Nation.
Right.
So right now, we sent out a mixtape already. It's on nervedjs.com. Shout out to DJ Johnny O as well, and DJ GMJ.
Okay.
My homie right there,
Right.
out in Detroit.
Y'all got to name them DJs, because what y'all don't understand at home and here at TV Land is the DJs are the one who going to bump your stuff.
Yeah.
The DJs are the one who going to play your stuff. So it's very smart to have a very good relationship, networking wise, with the DJs.
Yes.
Okay.
And so right now we are working just like on a whole new project and put visuals behind the project so people can see a story behind everything I'm doing.
Right.
You know, so it won't just be me in the camera rapping.
Right.
Like, my new single is Krispy Kreme right now.
Right.
And so we will be shooting that in LA.
Okay.
So, everything is coming together.
Right. So your grind is really, unstoppable right now. I've been following you. I know what you're doing. Let me ask you this. So, going back to the theme, right? Remember tonight's theme, y'all. I want y'all to remember this at home, too. So tonight's theme is, do women have to be or dress, provocative in order to come up in society or even in the music business? And I see you laughing over there. It's all good. You do. But I need you to understand, because remember, we got to look at this from all points of view. Perception is a mug in America. You know what I'm saying? So we have to look at everything. So be honest. And I want you to chime in too, Justice. Do women, and we're going to start on you. I want you to give your comments. Like, so do you think women in general, not just rappers, but women, period, do women have to be provocative in order to get ahead in society right now?
I personally feel like women, to an extent, do, because the way that society has set it up, they set it up in a paradigm, whereas in, like, if you're not showing enough body, or if your butt not big enough, or if your tits not big enough, then you can't do this or you can't do that. So it kind of puts shame to the women who don't have those excessive features. And so, like I said, with society has made it that way. And don't get me wrong, we don't always have to go along with what society thinks or say. And that's the problem. See, a lot of women, they feel like they have to go along with what society says and do what society does in order to get along. But that's absolutely not the case. You can do your own thing, and that's how you create followers. See, positivity is contagious as well as negativity is. And so if you produce positive actions, positive thoughts, positive thinking, positive everything, even with the way you dress, because the way that we dress, the women now, they putting an image out to the kids, to the young girls, like even with Meg and all those rappers, they showing like
on.
they talking about this
Right.
and that, and they wearing these and this type of clothing, and that's not the. And I wouldn't say that's not the type of clothing that women should wear, but overall, if you walking in the street, you shouldn't be wearing no drawers or anything. You know. So it's all about perspective in your paradigm, but overall, just to give it more of a positive note. You know, I'm really thinking about the young girls that's watching up.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay, all right, and that's coming from one of Ulon's finest, Justice X. So now we're gonna just keep it going, down the line. What do you think about that? Are women in a position right now where they feel like being or dressing provocative is getting them ahead in society or in the music game?
Okay, so I look at it like this: you are a brand. You create your own brand. Yes, sex sells, but you don't necessarily have to follow that path.
That's right.
So basically, you just focus on who you are as a person and you sell yourself as a person. Pretty much. Just always be yourself and it's going to work. And yes, you do need somewhat of a little gimmick, but not too much, because you need something that people are interested in,
Right.
that they want to be interested in and that they want to purchase. So you don't have to show ass and titty. I mean,
right.
excuse my language. You don't have to show butt and breast. It's just certain
Do
things.
you think
have
that
to do.
you, as an artist, do you think you could follow that? I mean, I know that right now, I've been listening to some of your music. I know that you really, a key focus point on that is pushing that. But do you think as a beautiful black sister, as a woman, who's out here, we ain't going to use color because we have all kind of people watching the show now. Do you think you as a woman first and foremost, a struggling artist, would you be able to take that? Do you think you could be successful by eliminating that source out of your career?
Well, I'm a very...
And if not, don't you think that may be saying something about the music industry? Isn't that kind of hurting? Isn't that kind of sad?
Well, it depends, because
I'm gonna be honest. Let's throw it out there.
this world was based on sex. Period. It was based on sex. So I'm not here to judge anybody for what they do, But as me, on the other end, I'm a very sexual person. So I'm going to give you a little bit of this. I'm going to give you a little bit of consciousness. I'm going to give you stuff for kids. I'm going to give you everything. But it's not my responsibility for you to watch what your kids watch. But I will put something out for kids.
Now
I have a Christmas song.
Right.
Me and my kids actually did a Christmas song together.
Okay.
So, I represent every type of way. But I'm only going to take it so far.
Right.
So y'all was to my Meg Thee Stallion. I mean, I love her. Strong kneecaps, as they call her. But, but,
see, again. But let me ask you, wait, hold on, real quick, just interject, What about this? What part does the label or the people that are pushing you want as well? You know what I'm saying? Because I know you have your own creative instincts in it, and I know you can put so much, but the people that are behind you, do they push sex? Do they push, stuff like that? Let's just be honest. Let's throw it out there real quick.
I mean, the whole industry pushes sex. That's just what it is. Like,
Let them know now.
If you see a whole bunch of rappers, female rappers, most of them are ex-strippers, including a lyrical girl named Eve. Remember Eve back in the day? She was an ex-stripper. Like, it's just a part of the industry, period. Like, people want to see a beautiful woman. They want to see certain things of a beautiful woman. Yes, you can be like Lauryn Hill. Yes, you can be covered up, but the chances are that, and these days are so slim when you have people, shout out to the city girls too, I like y'all wrote, but when you have that type of topic and everybody is following that trend, being awoke doesn't come with that.
Key word, what did you just say?
Trend.
Wait, everybody is following that trend.
Yeah.
Wait, pay attention. Everybody following. So you got a lot of followers. So, I'm not knocking nothing, you know what I'm saying? You are excellent artists. I'm saying that we, as a people, have to pay attention. You know what I'm saying? To what it is we do, what sells, and what we feel comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? So always bear that in mind as you going, your career. Remember where you started right here on Ulon.Life. You know what I'm saying? Know that we support you in whatever you do. But pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Justice, you want to say something real quick?
Yeah, I was going to say, and it's funny that you mentioned that as far as like when you said give me a second. When you was like, you have to show beauty. You know, and then you covered it up, you know, overall saying like, you know, you can still cover yourself and still be beautiful. But overall, like Mr. E was saying, what does that say about the industry? You know, and the fact that this industry requires so much,
But it's true, though.
so much
It's true.
skin and so much about the women's body. Mind you, the woman's body is sacred. You know, and so it's not meant for everybody to be seen.
Right.
The woman is a sacred piece of life.
Come on.
The woman is a jewel, literally. God
I
is
need to
this.
interject
And so overall, like, I'm not necessarily saying that you can't show body. That's your choice. You're a grown woman, and then overall, every woman in the industry. But the fact that the industry is requiring so much
The industry.
just to be successful,
Right.
that's where it comes into play. As in, what is the industry really on? And see, that's why we have to be cautious about this industry that we want to be a part of. Because if you notice, a lot of rappers, female and male, when they make it real big and you see them start going crazy, that's because they trying to get out, because what they thought was industry is
Exactly.
not what they really wanted. Take Kanye for example.
Cardi B,
Kanye,
yeah.
he going through these phases because he's trying to get out of this industry, because we have to be honest, this
Not Kanye.
industry is dominated by white supremacists.
Ooh.
And so if you look, what do they need? And so they paint the negative image on not just black women, but women in general, but overall black women, because we black women are the main singers and rappers in the industry. So if all black women are naked and things of that nature, then what does that say about black women as a whole? That's the point that I'm trying to get at.
Good key point.
Okay, so let me touch on that. Americanizes what is right and what is wrong.
Okay.
When you go to Africa, which is my mom, she's Ghanaian and Jamaican. So when you go to Africa, you see breast, you see butt, you see vagina, you see all that, and they're not judging those women.
For sure.
So it's only in our eyes that it's not right, but in Africans' eyes, it's a art.
Okay.
It, you know what I'm saying? It just depends on how you look at it. So out here, we are so opinionated. You know, everything, like, just because a woman's half naked, oh, she deserved whatever. No, that's not true. That's just her preference. She's proud of her body. Why can't she be? Why do we have to live up to this American standard?
And I feel like you absolutely right, because even with what you said about in Africa, because I'm planning a trip to Africa in February, and overall I know that that's how the women dress in Africa. But mind you, you have to understand that the same mindset that's in Africa is not here in America. And so overall, like for instance, I'm gonna just give you an example, right? So in Africa, they don't walk around, ooh, look at her titties. They don't walk around saying that. You know what I'm saying? But overall, you have a very nudiest mindset of men in America. And so I'm not saying that you can't dress because just because you dress half naked does not give the man the right to sexually assault you. And I'll never believe that or say that.
And I think there's balance, right? There's balance to everything, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking that, remember, American standards are completely different than, of course, African standards and Guyanese standards and Ghana standards. Also, you have to remember the climate. I mean, there's a lot of, the reason that people are over there is because, you know, the heat.
Hot.
You know what I'm saying? And so they definitely are very comfortable with, you know, the attire that they wear, very loose knitted. I have a lot of friends right now. In fact, it was crazy because the other day, just yesterday, I'm talking, somebody video chatted me. And I, you know, and in the background, as he video chatted me, it was females on the bed naked. And he was like his brothers, you know, sisters. You know what I'm saying? And so it wasn't that they were naked in a way that, you know, it's because it's very hot. So they don't have all this clothes on. You know, we don't have winter like us. They don't even know about it. They ain't never even seen snow. And we have a part, you know what I'm saying, of our show that's called Legends Live On, as you guys know at home. And I want you guys to get that to me, you know, people that may have passed away, that we just showing them some love and respect, because this is what we do here at Ulon.Life. Real quick, I want to give a quick shout out to Leon Wiggins. He used to work, you know what I'm saying, with one of our people, you know what I'm saying, on the land with my boy Ollie's. He's brought to the table, of course, by Camille Wiggins. You know what I'm saying? Camille used to call him Squirt, matter of fact. And no matter the slight age difference, you should know that they did have a true meaning of love. And he has also a son, you know, which is Leon Hester. And Leon Wiggins Leon was known as Cisco on the west side. So I want to give shout outs, you know what I'm saying, to these guys, you know what I'm saying. May you live on. Leon Wiggins, we love you, fam. I remember you. May you live on. Also, real quick, and for those who are on our live, you're not going to be able to see this, but I'm going to go to this web PC. We have a missing girl right here. And I meant to mention her last time. If you look at her at home, her name is Tawana Montgomery. Tawana, she's 5'4", 120 pounds, medium brown, last seen on November 16th on Madison and Kilbourne, okay? She's reported to get into a gray SUV with a black sweater on with white Jordans. If you have any questions, y'all need to get in touch with us, okay? You can reach the family at 872-212-0545. Again, her name was Tawana Montgomery. All right, Tawana, we love you. If you're out there, we're going to pray for you, sister. See, this is what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people right now, they're going through things, and I really want to shed a good light on these women because you're such a strong, beautiful, you know what I'm saying, queen. And I know that you out there, and I know that you got these lyrics, and I know how powerful and positive you are. And I just don't want to, you know what I'm saying, a perception of when people see you, you know what I'm saying, to view you in such a way. You know what I'm saying? Of course, because you were so strong. Again, Tawana, we praying for you, sister. Let's get this baby home, y'all, okay? Tawana Montgomery, again, she was last seen on Madison and Kilbourne. Please call the family at 872-212-0545. That's 872-212-0545. And as always, we have Ulon.Life lines. If you know what I'm saying, get in touch with us at Ulon.Life. That's our website. I want to say we're going to be showcasing her, you know what I'm saying, through the whole, website, just to show what she has and what she's got going on. To our lives out here, I want to say I love y'all. Now, in wrapping up, I want to say real quick, you got any shouts out you want to do? You know, people along the way who helped you out real quick.
Oh yeah,
This
first
Justice X, y'all.
Yeah, first and foremost, I want to shout out the most honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Many of y'all may or may not know him, but that brother, he saved my life and the Nation of Islam. Second off, I want to shout out all my brothers. You know, long live my brother Jonathan. You know, he passed away in his sleep 2016, July 14th. May his soul rest in peace. And you know, and I want to shout out my pops, Mr. E, man, because this man, he watched me grow. You know, and he groomed me into the man that I became today. So I just want to give a big shout out to all my family, you know. Yeah. Man,
much love. This beautiful queen right here, you know what I'm saying, Azazla. Listen, you are, man, going up these charts, you're doing your thing. You have so much going on, your shows, you in the studio. Who you want to give a shout out to along the way that's influenced you?
Definitely a shout out to my mother. I wish she was still here. She passed away.
What was her name?
Deborah. She passed away.
Okay.
And
love you, queen.
2 weeks before Christmas in 2015. Shout out to DJ Trans. Shout out to my label, Monster Squad, Richie Rich, and you know, everybody who supports me.
Right. So, how can they get in touch with you, real quick? Like, give me some social media sites. How they get in touch with the brand Azazla?
My IG is Azazla. So
Azazla.
follow
Come
me
on, y'all.
Instagram.
And spell it out
and
for
also
them.
Facebook. So it's AZAZLA. That's 2 AZ. So AZAZLA all together. And Zetanica will pop up. You'll see ZETANICA. It will pop up. So that's all my social media platforms. It's all Azazla Zetanica. Okay,
and so they're getting ready to shoot this video. What do you want to say? How can they get in touch with that video? Like, where do they go for that?
For Krispy Kreme?
Yeah.
That video we haven't shot it yet. I might shoot it in Van Nuys in Cali with a director named Dana Rice.
Okay.
But it's coming soon, y'all. It's coming soon. It has to come soon. It's on the radio.
Man, that's what's up. Again, y'all, just want to say, man, thanks for tuning in. It always goes by so fast. We love y'all and want to say, man, again, each one, teach one, and don't stop there. Azazla, I want to thank you so much, beautiful queen, for coming on the show with us tonight.
Thank you for having
my
me.
boy Justice, you know what I'm saying, my co-host. Listen up, y'all. Make sure you get in touch with her. Azazla, AZAZLA. You can get it, find out all her social sites, what she got going on, what she got on YouTube as well. This interview right here is going to put over on top because she's all going to go to it. We love y'all. Again, each one teach one,